It's been 3 years in the making, with the thoughts and opinions of more than 40,000 people. Conducted by Gallup, the most respected polling organization in the world, and in collaboration with the John S. and James L. Knight Foundation, a champion of informed and engaged communities and of advancing journalism in the digital age. All with one single purpose: to understand what makes people love where they live and why it matters. This is the soul of the community. In early 2008, the Knight Foundation partnered with the Gallup organization to launch the Soul of the Community project. 3 years of surveying has revealed surprising and nearly universal findings about why people form lasting emotional connections to where they live, and the connection this has to local economic growth.
The Knight Soul of the Community project is an attempt to find out how people actually feel about the place where they live, what connects them to place, what makes them live there and not someplace else, what binds them to the place in a way that might engage them in the life of the community.
The study, conducted in 26 communities across the U.S. where the Knight brothers own newspapers, studied the loyalty and passion residents have for the place where they live, their community attachment.
Our question was, does it matter if people are attached to the place they live? Might it cause them to engage more, and does their engagement matter? Gallup was exploring this as well. Our interest overlapped, and so we formed this really interesting partnership around this.
Gallup found about 20 to 30 years ago that engagement in companies actually is one of the drivers of all the important indicators that leaders have within companies, which are worker productivity and stock increase, etc. So what we wanted to test was, is that true as well with communities? So would it be true that the more attached people are in their communities, does that drive all the indicators like GDP growth and well-being?
The Gallup organization found that there were certain factors or drivers which connect people to their community.
So what we have before us are the 10 drivers that seem to matter most in attaching people to place. Of course, different drivers matter more to attaching people to place than others, and that's part of the gift of the survey, to help communities figure out what are the top things that attach people to place.
Perception of a community's safety, its leadership, and the basic services it provides its residents are among the 10 drivers the study identified that attach residents to a community. But across nearly all the communities studied, there were 3 major drivers that are most important to creating an emotional bond between a person and their community.
The ideas of social offerings, openness, and aesthetics matter a great deal in attaching people to place. Given the diversity of the Knight communities, we have everything from Grand Forks to Miami, to see the same things coming up over and over again and again as being the key things that attach people to place, we have to give some special credence to those 3 things that we're finding.
It's very important to see these poll results because clearly we want to make San Jose and the region be the best it can for diversity of people, for all the vitality that they bring, and make life as good as it can be for everyone. And so for government, this is a way for them to use this as a tool for their allocation of resources and the way that they focus their energies on building a vibrant community.
Knowing why people live where they live and what they love about their communities helps leaders understand how to engage them more. The Soul of the Community study is a powerful tool for leaders to advance transformative change efforts aimed at improving communities.
What Soul of the Community brings to the table is that it shows folks that attachment to place, and place really does matter in meaningful ways, including local economic growth. And by taking that one step further, by telling people what are the things that most drive attachment, we give communities a very workable roadmap and how to really increase community attachment for their community, potentially to make their community more attractive for residents, but also to recruit the kind of talent that they're interested in seeking and potentially help with their long-term economic growth.
Our hope is that by sharing the information, we will inspire all kinds of people. Some may be elected leaders, others are, leaders in their neighborhood, others are folks who haven't thought of themselves as leaders, but see this as an invitation to say, hey, I can organize something, I can help make my hometown better because I want more people to be passionate about it and loyal to it in the same way that I am.
To find out more about the Soul of the Community study and its results, visit www.soulofthecommunity.org. To join the discussion on Twitter, use the hashtag SOTC.